And I want you to look back what this town looked like when it was cleaned up. And I want this town to be making sure this town is cleaned up before then. Before I hear it from God. And when God tells me that this town is not cleaned up, then you're gonna hear from God. You're not gonna hear from me. You're gonna hear from God.
Well, we're gonna do the best we can, Nick, to make sure that this town is cleaned up and stays cleaned up, and we hope that this project enhances that.
And then, I got God first, hey, I go by the God first spirit.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Is there any other public comments?
Mark Stinger, 13925 Wicker Avenue. Got just a question, simple question. My dad would like to know, what did it cost the town for the study?
It was about $20,000.
Okay.
22.5, okay. Any other public comments? And the study's not over either. There's about 3 more parts to it as well, so.
My name's John Geiger, 7517 Lakeshore Drive. I took you up, Randy, on your Branson. Why can't we do things on the water like this place is built? Like the old Midway or bigger in a modern day construction without taking up so much of the land space, but using some of that open shore space
Possibilities
for
are
a project
endless.
like that one. The tourism of being on the boats and coming in evenings, nights, and being able to dock on a place would bring back
It'd be amazing.
a lot of life to the lake. Other than just everything on land. I think bringing back attractions to the water would be a neat effect. That's what I just was looking that up when you mentioned
Yeah,
it.
those are great ideas, and yeah, that's why I was saying that Branson Landings, you look that thing up and really study it, it is awesome. I mean, it really shows, gives you kind of a guide, like guardrails, like he said, on really how to do this.
Well, like I hear the DNR says we can't put nothing in the water. But like, and they're showing boat garage,
Mhm.
then that big building, and, is there petitioning that we could do to push for something on the water like that? Back in that Midway space even.
I think we
Like
could
a
talk.
recreation to bring that back would, that fire, I called it the night Cedar Lake died, when they were posting the pictures of Midway on fire. And there used to be a nightlife, you used to go out on the boats, evening rides,
Yeah.
pull up there, windows open, sit back and listen to bands, underage, overage, whichever. Well, I was a 15, 16-year-old kid and pull up to the dock and, they'd open the windows and you could tie off there and be underage outside on your boat
Yeah.
while they opened up and, you got exposed to the bands and you could see through the screen windows of the fence. And
The cool thing is that the easel is kind of at our disposal. We can paint this. And this is what you're seeing here with these vision principles, is just creating that foundation. So these ideas like what you're talking about are extremely useful, because we can go to IDNR with stuff like that and say, listen, there's an opportunity here.
that brings to both people.
Yeah.
I mean, evening time, daytime, gives you something besides
Creates
the
an-
car. I really think
Creates an
that'd be
aquatic
fire.
lifestyle, right?
You can come car or boat, right, either way.
Yeah,
Would be
that's
nice.
cool.
That'd be cool to bring things like that. That's all, thanks.
Thank you, appreciate it. Did you grab your phone?
Yeah, that's what it
Okay, I didn't know if you left it. Is there any other public comments?
First day without my brace, and you have to leave me alone.
Sorry, Becky.
You didn't. I thought it was at 7, so I called.
Well, this isn't a council meeting, this is a work session on our town center project, our livable center
Okay,
project.
now I'll just talk about that. I agree with everything. I've lived here my whole life. My aunt, who lived down the street from his mom, just passed away. She was 99. She lives in the house her father-in-law built over 75 years ago. She lived alone until approximately 2.5 weeks before she passed. And she was sharp as a tack. We went out for lunch, dinner, but she, and of course being an Obadiah Taylor descendant, we would like to see a lot of things done. But she was very proud of this town and living here. So, good woman. That's all. When you're ready for the other, I'll be
And
here.
we're hoping to take some of that history and really kind of weave this into something that's totally new and modern but sustainable, and that people look back 50 years from now and say, wow, this is a really great thing that was undertaken, to like recapture that glory.
You know, my son Josh, of course, you know,
Mhm.
was questioning me on the Obadiah Taylor thing, which I have some books that he would kill me for. They're antiques, and they were written by somebody, Timothy Wong, one of my, I don't know how many great-grandfather Chester Pixley, which were involved with the Taylors and founding. And there are some maps, I don't know where you take books to get them fixed, but of this whole area, that they're so, I'm afraid, you know, I don't want just anybody to look at them. But I also found books on the Albertson side of my aunt that passed away that just blew me away that I never knew of.
I'd love to look at some of that stuff sometime if you can find someone to handle it delicately enough, because I'm not known for my delicate handling of things.
Well, one, I'm dyslexic, okay? One book is written as they spoke in Old English, and your F's and your S's are all screwed up. Well, they are when you're dyslexic. But that book is so old and so interesting from what I can understand, but it has to do with this entire area. I
It's
mean,
awesome.
It's just awesome. But I'll go sit back down because you know I am.
Yes, ma'am.
But I do agree with him.
Thank you. Is there any other public comments?
You know I had to say something.
I didn't expect you to sit back there quietly, John.
Jack Flora, 12713 Mornington Drive. My question is, what we do, does that drive the location, or does the location drive what we do here? In other words, you know, if we do the Midway Gardens, do we do certain things? Or if we're gonna do like water slides or something, is there a different location that would drive?
So back at the beginning, when Tim started his presentation, he talked about how the next step after we get past his visioning is probably engaging someone in the planning area to really kind of pinpoint what those best areas would be for those things. So I think that it's about looking at highest and best use of land, and making sure that it fits those vision principles. So it's not an easy question to answer, because we're just not there yet.
Okay.
And the Midway Gardens thing and the town hall site were put out there as a catalyst to start the whole thing going, and we did start it. It's got a lot of people interested, a lot of talk, some negative, some positive, but nonetheless, the process is underway and we're in the middle of it now, so stay tuned, be a part of it.
I intend to. One other question, are we gonna have to change our ordinances and what have you for putting in like a hotel or a three-story, you know, commercial building along those lines?
And as part of what he's working with staff on right now is policy review, so we can fit those things into our policies, so there will have probably be some tweaks and changes to make
I
sure
don't think
that,
we can entertain any developers until we have those in place as to what we can do.
right. Yeah, there's some work to do there.
John, I had somebody throw another area into me this last week to take Potawatomi Park and relocate that road along the lake and take the street department building and buy the old funeral home and all that property there. They thought that would be a good downtown center.
Just keep going a little north and take my house.
Thanks, John. Watch your step. Any other public comment? Any other public comment? Third and final call for public comment. Public comment is closed. We thank you all for attending this visioning session. We'll be starting our town council meeting at 7 p.m. You're welcome to stay and observe and participate. So we'll take about a 10-minute break here and get started again. Thank you.